Hi there YouTubers and 3D Max lovers. In today's episode we're going to talk about curtains. So in this episode I'm going to show you how to create these beautiful curtains, also how to create the materials, from where to download some textures and so on. In case is your first time here, please don't forget to subscribe. I'm going to post a video every week, and also don't forget to follow me on my Patreon. You can download from there all these files. So let's dive in. Okay, so first of all, what I'm going to do, I'm gonna select my ceiling, my left wall, and the door, and I'm gonna isolate all of this. So I'm gonna go to my front view, as you can see. So here I need to have my main curtain. So what I'm gonna do now, because all this space is gonna be divided into two curtains that are gonna meet in the middle, I'm gonna create the first one. I'm just gonna go here, create my first curtain. I'm just gonna go a little bit underneath. Fine, I'm gonna use an editable spline now. I'm gonna select all of my points, go to the corner. Here I'm not gonna go so close to the wall. I'm gonna move this a little bit lower. This should be fine. And now I'm just gonna have it here in the middle. Okay. I'm gonna use a garment maker. Here I'm gonna use 0.35 to have the smallest garment ever. The smallest the better. And now I'm gonna create a rectangle, actually a box. Just gonna add this box here on top of this. As you can see, my box is already divided, but the best way is to have as many divisions as possible. This will work for now. I don't know, I'm just gonna leave here 48. So what I'm gonna do next, I'm gonna animate the top part. So because I want to have this in two pieces, half to the left and half to the right, what I'm going to do, so I'm gonna go to 0 and I'm gonna animate from 0 to 100 my top hanger. So I'm gonna select on it and set hanger, and this is going to be curtain. Okay, so with N, I'm gonna animate this on 0. I'm gonna leave it as it is. I'm gonna go to 100 and right click on the select and uniform scale, and I'm gonna put here on the x-axis 50. So now it's exactly in the middle. So if I go from here to here, as you can see, it's stretching. So now I'm gonna stop my animation with N. I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna apply a cloth. Okay, to the cloth I'm gonna say a self collision. You can have 3, for example, and I'm gonna go to object properties. I'm gonna add also my hanger, add here, and I will add also my floor. Object, floor, add, and to my curtain I'm gonna say to have it as I'm gonna have it as a cloth, and here I'm gonna use a cotton. For the floor I'm gonna use collision object, and for the hanger the same. For the curtain I'm also gonna use inherit velocity and use collision object friction. Okay, I'm gonna hit OK. So what I'm gonna do next, I'm gonna make also an animation for the floor, because right now the floor is touching the floor is intersecting with the curtain. So what I want to do, I want to have the curtain here on the 100. I'm gonna have the floor in this position, which is the original position, but on the 0 I'm just gonna move it lower. So right now I'm just gonna take this, go to 100, is there, to 1, I'm just gonna move it lower, into 100. I'm gonna put it to the original position. Let's see if the animation is working. Yeah, it's perfect. Okay, what I'm gonna do next, I'm gonna stop the animation for now. I'm gonna go to the cloth, to the group. I'm gonna make a selection first for the group, which are all of these vertices. And now I'm gonna make a group, hangers. Gonna hit OK, and to this group I'm gonna use the surface of my hanger, the box that I had. So right now the program will understand that those points that I have, they are connected to the main hanger. Okay, let's go to 0. I'm gonna select my curtain, set initial state, and I'm gonna hit simulate. I'm gonna cancel this because I don't want to do 150 frames for this, so I'm gonna erase simulation, set to initial state, and I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna put only 100. Okay, actually I could also do it on the other way. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna have here 100 frames and frame. Set initial state, simulate. Okay, so we have it. It's done. Before I do anything else, I'm just gonna apply an UV map in here as a box. Be sure that my object has an UV map, and after that I'm gonna apply turbo smooth. Yeah, it's already looking very well. And then I will apply an FFD cut by 4 because I don't like this line here. So I'm gonna use a set volume. I'm gonna move this up here, and then with the control points I'm just gonna move this a little bit here to make it more straight. Okay, now it's looking very realistic, so I'm just gonna collapse all just to be sure that it's gonna stay as it is. I'm gonna go on the top. I'm gonna apply an FFD4 just to move a little bit this part here and to make it less wide, because I need space also for the other one. Yeah, I think it's looking quite good. I'm gonna make a copy of it. So on the other side, copy, try not to have too many ugly intersection. Because people are going to see them. And yeah, I think they're looking quite good. What I'm gonna do next, I'm gonna create another curtain that is going to be in front of this one. So I'm gonna a little bit longer, and also I would like to make this less wide. It's gonna be okay. I'm gonna apply again a Garmin maker. This 0.3 should be enough, I hope. Yeah, it's looking good already. Maybe 3.5. See if he can manage. Yeah, he did. And now I'm gonna do exactly as before the whole process. The only difference is that this needs to go a little bit lower. Just gonna scale this to have it a little bit outside. Okay, I'm gonna apply an UV map as a box, real world map size. In case you don't know what real world map size, I'm gonna leave a link here on the top part. I already made a tutorial about it, so yeah, In case you don't know, just follow also that tutorial. I'm not gonna talk again about all of that. So let's go again, cloth. I'm gonna apply cloth to this. I'm gonna delete the old one. I'm gonna go to object properties. This is my new rectangle. This is gonna be also cotton, inherit velocity, use collision. I'm gonna add the other objects in the scene that I need. One is the floor and one is the hanger. Add both of them. The floor is gonna be collision object and the hanger is gonna be a collision object. I'm gonna check for this if everything fine. Okay, so it's all good. Now I'm gonna go to the cloth group. I'm gonna make selection, same as I did the last time. I'm gonna make a group again. I'm gonna hit OK, surface, click on my surface. Self collision 3. Oh, this is a little bit way back, so it needs to be intersected with my box. I think now it is. Okay, and now we'll do the whole simulation all again, set, start simulate. Oh, the simulation didn't go very well, so I'll go again, set, reset state, and simulate all over again. Okay, our second curtain is ready. It's looking, I will say, quite amazing. We'll just collapse everything for now. We'll choose another FFD4 just to make it less crazy. But I think it's looking very nice overall. I'm gonna add another how it is looking in the scene. As you can see, they are a little bit intersecting between each other, which is quite normal, but I will just fix everything here by moving. I think now it's okay. No, there is another small piece. Intersecting in the back. It's here, but for that I'm gonna use another one. I'm gonna set volume and just move this one here. And now I'm gonna control the part that is intersecting with this. Okay, it's kind of done, and yeah, I'm gonna make a copy of this for the other side. This is going to be only here, so we're not going to see too much out of it. Okay, let me save the file. So for the materials, I'm going to use two materials. One, they are both from Kvadrat.dk, so from Denmark. We're gonna use this one for the first one that we made, and this one for the second one that we made. So they are both looking very nice. I'm just gonna save them on my computer. I'll make a folder, textures. And create, so new, I'm gonna make a physical material, and this material is gonna be a Corona bitmap. I'm gonna go so unfortunately these files from Quadra, they are this JFYF format, so I need to open them in Photoshop and resave them as a JPEG. So I'm doing that right now. I just opened the first one, it's looking quite good. I'm just gonna resave it as a JPEG. Okay, I'm gonna open also the other one. I'm also gonna resave this as JPEG. Okay, I'm just gonna open the first one, get here, see how big is the image. So I'm gonna make it 1.5 meters by 3 meters, 3000 by 1500. This is just an approximation. I'm gonna make it a little bit darker because I think it's a little bit way too white. So to do that, I'm just gonna take a Corona color correct, and I'm gonna change the exposure for a bit. This should be fine. What I'm gonna do next, I'm gonna bring here in general a fall off that's going to be on perpendicular parallel. I'm gonna add both of these in here. The only difference is that this is gonna be, and I'm gonna add this on my opacity. So now I should get some opacity. Let's apply this material to both of my curtains. See how it's actually looking. Okay, it's not bad. Let's see the size, the texture. I think also the size is okay. Maybe it could work a little bit smaller, but for now I'll just leave it as it is. For the fall off, I'm just gonna create a curve here. Something like that. And I also would like to add a bump into this, because this has also a little bit of bump. So for that I'm gonna use a Corona bump converter, and I'm gonna drag this into the bump. And also another thing that I would like to use here is the sheen, and I will just make this 0.3. Yeah, 0.3. It's looking good. Okay, what I'm going to do next, I'm gonna create a second material for my second curtain that is dark. The only difference is that I'm not gonna use any opacity because I don't want to have that with opacity. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to change the sheen layer from white. I would like to make this a little bit darker. I will just pick up the brightest color in there, add a little bit more. Okay, this should be also fine. For the second one also okay. I'm gonna just save my file, and let's see how it's starting the render. Yeah, it's a little bit too transparent right now, so let's fix that into the material slot. I'm just gonna use like 50% opacity. Let's see how it's going to look. Okay. I'm still not very happy with the material. It's also because so yeah, let's use thin shell material. I'm gonna use here 0.3, and for the color I'll just make it white as I can. And let's see how it is looking now. Let's try again and see how the file is looking now. Yeah, so I'm not very happy with all this black. Maybe it was not a very good idea to choose this color, so I'm just gonna stop the render and maybe to make it a little bit lighter. So also I would like to move this a little bit. Just gonna hit render again. Let's see. So, okay, as you can see, this is the final render. Yeah, the textures are looking quite good. I also like the way the curtain is looking. Also, the small gap here in between shows a little bit of realism. Also, the texture is looking very nice. So, in case you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe. In case you didn't do it already, please share it with your friends if you have friends that are working in architecture or interior design. And see you in the next one. Bye.